Some people were perfect for who you used to be, but not who you're becoming. Let's talk about outgrowing the people that you thought will be in your life forever.
Everything said on this podcast is strictly for vibes and entertainment. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. And definitely don't try to make it deeper than it is. Nobody's being exposed. Nobody's being subbed. If the shoe fits, lace it up. But that's on you. Also, please don't take advice from someone sitting on their bed with a mic. Be smart. Stay safe. Enjoy this episode.
Just me sitting on my bed talking to you like we've been friends. Hi again. It's me, Muna Karim, and here I am bringing you Dopest Discreet Things. Today is episode 15. Outgrowing people that you thought were forever. Enjoy. For starters, like I said, now forever always saying every podcast episode, I do my podcast in segments. So we will be starting off with segment 1, which is why outgrowing people happens. People act like losing connections always has to do or come with drama, when the whole time it's like nobody has to fake, nobody has to switch up for you to fall out with somebody. It doesn't even have to be a fallout. Nobody has to be grimy. Nobody has to be childish. Nobody has to be immature. Nobody has to do all that. All in all, the truth is, to a lot of things, a lot of these fallouts, that's not even a word, but that's what people use nowadays. It's, oh, we fell out, oh, we got beef. Whole time it's just y'all both outgrew each other. Or it's one-sided and somebody else outgrew the other person. This whole episode is basically why outgrowing somebody is okay. And all in all, just outgrowing people that you thought that would be in your life forever. For me, outgrowing somebody does not mean I hate them, dislike them, jealous, any of that sort. It doesn't mean I think I'm better than them in no way, shape, or form. It simply means to me that, how should I put this so it doesn't come off the wrong way? Outgrowing somebody for me is like they were perfect for a version of myself that doesn't exist anymore. And I start noticing things while I'm in that friendship, that relation, whoever the person is that I might have outgrew. I just noticed like conversations don't hit like they used to. The energy feels really, really different around them. It's a bad vibe around them. Something is off or always off around them when I'm good by myself, or when I'm by myself before I get with them. No. It'd be like I'll be good, and then when I link with them, it's just, I'm not talking about nobody specifically, I'm just talking about people in my past that I outgrew. It's like, I'll be cool, but then when it's time for us to link or go out to eat or whatever the case may be, whole energy just shifts. Everything is just bad. I would notice that I start to shrink myself to relate or just to be beside them or with them or around them. I'm just like, I don't need to belittle myself to be around people ever. I feel like that's when it hits you. You're evolving in ways that they aren't, which is okay, because not a lot of people, for one, sit with their self, reflect on a lot of things. A lot of people don't even like being by themselves. Me, on the other hand, I know myself. I like to sit, reflect, think, acknowledge what other people have to say. Not about me, but if I did something to them, I would acknowledge their feelings and never do that shit again. I spoke on this in my other podcast episode. Like, if somebody that I call my friend comes to me and tells me I did something to them and it bothered them or hurt their feelings in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna listen, fix it, and never do it again. All in all, noticing these small, it's not even small, these small things, quote unquote, it's just a way for you to know that you're evolving in ways that they aren't, like I said. That's literally it. I'm no longer worried about other people and their feelings and what they got going on. I cannot fix you. I'm not God. I have to tell myself that. I never thought I was God before I take that and run with it. It's just, I would feel like I could fix people, like not fix them, but like, I guess you could say fix or heal them. But if that person don't even want to change for themselves, what makes you think you could change them or fix them or heal them? For one, they don't want to heal themselves. They keep running away from their problems. You cannot help somebody that don't want to be helped. I have to tell myself that I wouldn't say it was too late, because it's not too late, but once I realized that, it was too late. But now I tell myself, if somebody fucked up, you can't fix them. Like, you're not God, and you just gotta worry about yourself. Because the more you try to fix them, the more drained you get. Some people were meant to be in your life for a specific chapter, for a specific pathway or whatever the case may be. But not everybody's meant to be in your life forever. I had to tell myself that as well. But at the end of the day, your story, your life keeps going. The world gonna keep spinning. At one point, when I was like, I keep saying when I was younger, because I'm 22. I'm still young. I'm young as fuck. But when I say younger, just know that I'm talking about high school days. So when I was a teenager, and I would like lose people, or like me and somebody would stop being friends or whatever the case may be, I would cry like I just lost somebody, like somebody just died or something. Because I would think in my head, like, damn, I'm never going to get this person again, or experience this person again, or never talk to this person again. When the whole time you do not want to experience that person again, you do not want to be around that person again. You want nothing like this person again. And if you do have friends in the future, which you will have, you don't want them to be nothing like what you just left. And I had to tell myself that when I like got older and started thinking and all that stuff. I'm just like, yeah. But that's that though. That's segment 1. Next is segment 2 of story time, which is the silent disconnect. And like I said, I do story times or something from my point of view that has to do with the whole podcast episode to give y'all insight of that. Let me be real with y'all. Like I'm always keep it 100 with y'all, cause like I'm not no lying ass girl. What? But there's no point to sit here and lie at all. I'm not even gonna say someone. Everybody, bro. Fuck it, everybody that was in my past. Oh my gosh, it feel like I'm having deja vu because I did speak on this in my other podcast episode. I was talking about how everybody in my past. Oh no. I said if you was to come up to me and tell me that I'm gonna be a podcaster and have over 200,000 supporters across all platforms, I would not believe you. I would look at you like you stupid. But okay, so basically everybody in my past was there for a reason. I was literally thinking about this yesterday, and that's exactly why I'm doing this whole podcast episode. It's like, it's crazy how you meet somebody, y'all experience whatever the case may be, a friendship, relation, whatever, and then one day y'all talking and the next day y'all not talking. It's weird, but then it's like it's life. I don't know. But everybody that was in my past, each and every single one of them had something, taught me something. That is so crazy. And I'm like, I gotta talk about this. Because, okay, I'm not gonna name drop nobody, but I don't even know how to say it without saying it. In high school, I had I had 2 relationships in high school. It was one in middle school leading into high school, and we stopped talking, and it was like ending of freshman year going into sophomore year. That taught me a lot. Oh my god, that taught me that taught me a lot. It's like every single person taught me a lot. My second relationship, which was like middle and ending of sophomore year, all the way up until junior year, it was like an off and on type thing. Everybody knew that was my shit and that was his shit. Just simple. That taught me a lot too, because we was like off and on too after high school, but then it stopped, and then I started talking to somebody else. That taught me a lot too. That right there, icing on the cake. On my god, everybody really taught me. I'm thinking of all of them. Not all relationships, just friendship, relation, situation. No, I'm not counting no damn situationship, because that shit was not shit. But a relationship or a friendship all taught me a lot. And I had to let all them people go to be where I am today. Damn. Because like, it's crazy when you actually think about it. It's really crazy when you think about it. At one point, you and this person was so close, and then next day, like I said, it's just poof, gone. But I'm talking about bruh. And some days I do be missing like, I wouldn't say, cause I don't even know how to explain this shit. Honestly, that's another thing with me. I've been getting better with explaining out, like, I know what I want to say in my head, but then I don't know how I would say when I say it out loud. So it's like, don't say it then. But all in all, everybody that was in my life in my past taught me something, taught me a lot. But I wouldn't say everybody, because some people just fucked up. Damn, they was my dogs for real. They was my dogs for real. Like, everybody just gone. What the fuck? Like, oh my god. That's so crazy to me. It is so crazy to me, bro. I be thinking like, yo, I'm really here. Y'all ever just sit? We're not even talking about outgrowing right now. I'm just changing the whole subject. Do y'all ever just sit there and think like, yo, you real? Like, hello? Anyway, let's get back up. I feel like everybody that was in my past, or majority of the people, there wasn't no big argument. There wasn't no bashing each other. There wasn't no cussing out. There wasn't no betrayal, no fight, no nothing, no fist fighting. Nothing crazy happened. It was just more so the disconnect between me and that person was quiet. It was subtle. It was slow. But you could feel, I'm not even going to speak for other people. Me personally, I could feel when something's just off. And then when I do bring it up to somebody and they start like being so defensive about it, that's how I know something is off. Because why are you being defensive? All I'm doing is asking a question, okay? When it came to letting these people go, I had to heal. Before the healing, I had to get out of the denial stage. This is real. This is happening. You're no longer speaking to them. Okay? Okay. After that, I started to heal, start to grow, start to focus on my peace, my relationship with God. I began to realize how different me and them people's paths were, each and every single one of them. Like I said, you meet people either for a lesson or a blessing. They either stay in your life forever, they stay in your life for a season. Or, yeah, a season. And them people stayed in my life for a season, like I said. They took from me and I took from them. They learned from me, I learned from them. And I guess that's what life is. That's why I don't be taking shit to the heart anymore or thinking too deep on shit anymore. Because it's like, we're human. We're here for a reason. We have a purpose. You're going to run into people. They're going to teach you something. You're going to teach them, vice versa, whatever. And that's just going to keep repeating. And there's certain things you just can't repeat. Especially if it's bad, in like toxic ways and stuff. Actions speak louder than words. So it's like, I'm looking at your actions more than your words. And if those don't add up, baby, I'm not going to want to be around you. I don't know if that's necessarily bad. I think that's good for me, for myself, for oneself. You just don't want to put yourself around things that you don't want to fall into. I don't know. But they were repeating the same cycles, had the same mindset, same energy. Everything was just same. I don't like staying in the same place. I like to elevate. I like to grow. I like to try new things. For example, I can use my recent cutoff. It was just my last straw with that person, honestly. Everything just clicked. I was done giving chances. I was done telling them how I felt. Because everybody, for me, it's like, bro, it don't even matter if you're an adult. Little babies, not even little babies, toddlers know what they doing. A kid know what they doing. A teenager know what they doing. At the end of the day, a human know what they doing. So for you, and it wasn't the first time that person had did something that had to do with my emotions or my feelings. So me keep continuously having to repeat myself, you're done. Like, you're done. You're a grown ass person. Come on. So, like I said, one day it just clicked to me. I didn't feel comfortable having a conversation no more about whatever the case was, because at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. We gotta go. Gotta get up out of here. Although I love you so much and I care for you so much, you don't love me so much. You don't care for me so much. You obviously don't fucking respect me that much, because you keep doing the same shit. And there's no change. Like I said, same shit, repetitive shit, same cycle, same mindset. I gotta take myself out of there. I don't like that for me. If something bothers me, I will say something. I will address it. After that, if it keeps happening, I'm gonna simply remove myself. I'm a queen. Fuck is you talking about? We gotta go. I know my worth. I know I'm a good person deep down. And every time I say that, I think of this one person because I want to say the way I did them, it was, I don't know, bruh. It was this one girl. I'm about to vent to y'all. It was this one girl. I don't even know if I don't even know if they be watching my shit. That's why I don't be name dropping. But if she watching this, she gonna know I'm talking about her. But it was this one girl. She had came to get me. We had went downtown. We was just vibing. We had rode down the hill. It was like that was the last time I was gonna see her or something. I don't know. It was just fun. My inner child came out with her that day. But she had expressed to me her feelings. And I got scared, so I stopped talking to her. I guess you could say ghosted. I honestly don't fucking remember. It's like, I don't know, cause I think that was the last time. I don't know, bro. But just know that every time I say something like that, she's the first person that comes to my head. Cause it's like, from her point of view, it's like, you ghosted me. From my point of view, I ghosted her. I stopped talking to her. Cause that shit scared me. That shit scared the fuck out of me. When she expressed her feelings for me, to me, I was like, hell no. I could've, like, and then, like, me now, like, thinking back and realizing I could've just communicated that with her. I wasn't thinking about no communication back then. I was just thinking fast, and that fast was like, okay, I'll stop talking to her. She liked me, I stopped talking to her. I don't know, but that was my dog too. That was my dog. That's the only, well, her and somebody else, but that person, that's another story for another day. I'll literally tell y'all all the fucking story times because I don't give a damn. Like, it's literally my life. It's literally my life and what happened to me. I'm just talking. This is a podcast. Duh, bitch. Post talk. Now that I say that out loud, I wonder if people be watching my stuff. People be watching my shit. I'm talking about people that I don't no longer talk to. Cause my page is not private. All my pages are public, so I know they be scooping through sometimes. At the end of the day, none of this was beef. It was just growth, I guess, on both ends. Cause at the end of the day, like I said, the world gonna keep spinning. So they gonna continue living their life. I'm gonna continue living my life. And I be telling myself it's okay to miss people, but that don't mean you gotta text them or break no contact or reach out. I used to be bad on that. I used to be like, oh, I miss them. Okay, let me text them. And they would text back. And then we would rekindle shit. And the same shit would happen. So I'm like, yeah, like, girl. I eventually learned my lesson. Like, okay, just because you miss somebody doesn't mean you have to reach out. Baby, you can miss them. That's a part of the human being, you know? They was once a part of your life. So it's okay if you miss them. Just don't reach out. Sometimes keeping someone in your life simply because of history will block blessings that you have or that's meant for your future. Imagine if that's what I was trying to tell y'all. Imagine if I was still like talking to all them people. I would not be talking to y'all right now. I would not be where I am today in life right now. So all that shit that happened in that moment, I was talking to God. I was so mad. I was mad at my sister. I was mad at everybody. I was mad at you could even, bro. I wish my sister was awake right now. I would literally call her up in here and ask her. I was so mad, y'all. I was mad at everybody because I had to cut a lot of people off, and I'm like, why? We see why. They wasn't meant to go along on this pathway with you. At the end of the day, I have to just keep telling myself, you could care for somebody so deeply, you could love them still, but just love them from a distance. You can love the memories y'all shared, the experience y'all had, whatever that may have been. At the end of the day, you just have to accept that your season is over with them. That's it. And that shit is hard as fuck. Easier said than done, I will say that. I will say that. And a few times I did break no contact, but that was, listen, that was not me though. That was AI. I'm just playing. That was me. I will say you could keep on breaking no contact, but the same shit is gonna keep on happening 10 times worse, if I will say so myself. And you will just continue to learn your fucking lesson and not do that shit again. And that's just that. But that was it for segment 2. Next is segment 3, accepting the distance and finding peace within yourself, gang. Outgrowing people feels like grieving somebody that's still alive. Cause like when you stop, it's so weird. Like this life shit is so weird. Like you can go from talking to somebody every day, next day y'all not talking no more. They not. It's not because they're dead or nothing. Y'all just not on talking terms, or it's just a fallout, or again y'all just outgrew each other, and it's just getting to that point where y'all both getting a vibe where it's just a cut off. Not even a cut off. I keep saying cut off, but outgrow. Like here's what healed me specifically: realizing that growth requires distance. You can't be in the same environment and try to change or grow. It's not gonna work at all. And peace requires separation. Not everyone is meant to understand your healing process, your healing, or whatever the case may be. Not everyone can handle your elevation. Not everybody can handle your light. That's why they be trying to dim that shit down. I'm trying to tell y'all boys. And I did when I tell you this one person drained the fuck out of me, and I'm so glad I got out of that shit. Oh my god. I would not even wish that on my worst enemy. The most beautiful part, I would say, is when once you accept the distance between you and that person, you start to gain a clearer sense of who you are. You start to learn yourself more. You start to even like pinpoint little shit that you did not realize about yourself when you was around them. It's just a lot that goes into it. Like your circle may shrink, but your peace grows. And I don't think I speak about peace a lot because that is the best. I'd rather have 0 friends and be at the most peaceful. Like that's what it is now. Like I said, I only claim like one person as a friend, like that got that friend title. I don't just put that friend title on anybody. Circle's small as shit. I don't give it could be this fucking small, my nigga. I'm cool, I'm good, like I'm glowing, I'm healthy, I'm elevating, bitch. I didn't mean to call y'all no bitch, but yeah, your boundaries grow, your standards grow, and your confidence grows. But at the end of this segment, I would just say outgrowing someone doesn't mean a relationship or friendship failed. It means that you're evolving as a person, and that's something to be very proud of, because it's either you evolve or you be sitting there like a bum ass bitch. Which one do you want? Oh, okay. That was it for segment 3. This is episode 15. What the fucky? Round of applause for me. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Dopest Discreet Podcast. You can listen on Apple Music, or you can watch on YouTube at the Dopest Discreet Podcast. This is your host, Muna Karim, and I will see you guys in episode 16. Thank you. Bye, for real. Gang. I'm gonna stop saying bye, cause ain't no bye, nigga. I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna talk to you later. Bye. For real.